They didn't kill me. Thank God they didn't, because if they knew who I was becoming, they would have never tried. My name is Dion, also known as a brave black sheep, the one that they tried to break, but didn't. I am a mom, I'm a creator, I am a healer, and I am a survivor. I'm also a woman who refuses to stay quiet anymore. I'm done. I'm done. They tried to make me not say anything, but I'm just going to come with the truth. So on this platform, I will be talking about my experience as a black sheep. I will be talking about stories of me being a black sheep. This is a podcast for the ones who are overlooked, underestimated, betrayed, abandoned, and torn apart, torn down by their families. Like physically, emotionally, mentally, anything. This is the safe place for you. I understand what you've been going through, just maybe my version of it. But honestly, it's almost all the same. We can all say that we were ostracized. We can all say that we never fit in. Like, most of us can say that we tried. I feel like most of us would try to fit in, while some are just like, I don't really care. you know, I wish I was like that, but I wasn't. And I have the stories to just talk about all of that. On here, we'll talk about healing. We'll talk about rebuilding. We talk about what does a black sheep look like? What basically makes you a black sheep? Because honestly, I didn't even know I was a black sheep for the longest time. I think in the last couple of years, I realized that that's what I was. Because I was sick and tired of being who everyone wanted me to be. I was sick and tired of fitting in, and I was tired. I was just like, I'm just going to be me. If you don't like me, whatever. But it also hurt because once I started to be me, and I asked them, like, do you accept me? Like, do you love this part of me? And they would lie to my face, but then not invite me places. Like, they being my family and my friends that I grew up with. So, on here, I will share my stories, the ones that I haven't said out loud. And I'll help you make sense of your own stories, because I'm sure you were attracted to this channel because you also feel like you've been outcasted, ostracized, that there's been so much jealousy, envy in your life, and you're like, what is going on? Like, I'm not even all that, but you are, and you don't know you are. But on this platform, you will find out the star you are. You have a purpose. You have this special plan in your life, and what happened was everyone saw it but you. Everyone saw the star in you except for you. So you have some gifts and you have talent to share with the world, and it's time to shine. And I wanted to build this community so we could all shine together and rise together. And I'm just like, we need that. We need that because we haven't had that. So let's get together, all of us like-minded people, and raise each other up. We'll be breaking generational trauma, reclaiming our power, reclaiming our self-worth. I'm going to be talking about my spiritual awakening also on this channel, which is so new for me, but it's been amazing. Like recently, I freaking manifested a big lump sum of money, and I'll tell you about that in the next episode, probably, or on one of these episodes. But it's like, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I did, because honestly, we are special for a reason. There is something about us that everyone sees except for us. I mean, maybe you see it, but I didn't see it. Now I do. But literally, we have power within us, and we just have to figure out how to use it. So basically, I grew up as a black sheep of my family, where I was put down. I mean, I can sing, but I never knew I could sing. I was never encouraged. I'm a beautiful girl, but no one ever told me I was. My father and family would say, oh, we just don't want you to get a big head. my family would just say, we don't want you to get a big head. Like, so we're not going to give you compliments. I'm like, okay, but what about confidence? Like, literally, I just realized that I have been beaten down my whole life, not built up. So I ultimately had to build myself up on my own, which I believe most black sheep have to do. And it's okay. We can do it. We are strong. And I believe we were built to do it like this. So we got this. So growing up, people always talked about me, always judged me. I was different. I was skinny. I was tall. I was beautiful. I was this, I was that. And maybe, I don't know if that's your story. Maybe you're artistic. Maybe you are gifted. I don't know. Because I'm just learning about black sheep. Overall, I was just different. And I was made to feel like that was wrong. So that happened to me as a child, but as I got older, things didn't change. Someone had something to say about me, about my life, what I needed to change, how I should speak to them, like just criticizing me, shaming me if I wanted to dress a certain way or look a certain way. So it was not any better growing up. But what they didn't know is that God had his hand on me the whole time. Everything that they tried to use to break me healed me. So I'm here. I'm still here. But I'm not only here, I am rising. As I rise, I'm in this healing season. And the reason why I went on this platform is to share a little bit, because like my life is nonstop chaos. It's crazy. And I'll share those stories on this platform. But right now I'm learning how to stop abandoning myself to please others. I became this people pleaser, and I abandoned who I am, and I put others before me, and whatever other people wanted, that's what I'll do. I'm learning to ask for help because ultimately I was a lot of sabotage happened with my old business, with my life. People wanted to see me fail and fall and just be ruined, even though I am self-sufficient. I'm a single mom who doesn't get child support of 2 boys, and I raised them myself. And that's hard enough. But when you have opposition from family, from friends, then it's like, really, do I stand a chance? On my own? No. So I had to get help, and I'm learning to ask for help with whatever I need. I am healing my heart, and I'm stepping into my divine feminine is what I'll call it. I'm stepping into who I'm supposed to be as a woman, the person that I was created. I'm remembering who I am is what Dr. Joe Dispenza would say. I follow a couple people. I follow Aaron Dowdy and I follow Joe Dispenza, but their meditations are life-changing, and they help me on this spiritual journey and awakening that I'm on. And I'm just like, this is amazing. I'm realizing who I am. I'm remembering who I am and becoming her. And it's crazy. Becoming financially independent again, because after I lost everything, all of that went away. But I'm learning to become financially independent again and build multiple streams of income. It's not easy. It's not, especially when you're doing it alone, but it's doable. And I believe that black sheep have this grit within them, that they'll never give up. And I think it's easy for us to try to check out and take the easy route out, but I want to encourage you not to do that. To keep pushing, keep persevering through the hard parts. Don't check out with a drug, with a substance, with anything that is hurtful or harmful to your body. You are a gift. You have gifts. No, you think no one can see them, but what is happening is that they're seeing them and they're not cherishing you at all for the gifts that you have. So it's time to get around people who care about you and cherish you. If it's only you for a little while, which it will be, but not forever, until you find your people, your tribe, it will be you. Get on these YouTubes. Just listen to them. Just be you and the YouTubes. That's it. Okay? That's what I did. And I found a community, and I'm happy. I am just hoping that you all continue to join every single, I'm trying to do every day, but we'll see how that goes. But on here, I will be giving self-worth affirmations, affirmations that I had to listen to. I teach you a way in which it will help you every single morning to listen to an affirmation that you can create or that you can get from me, and it will just help you get grounded, stabilize, get a good mindset. We'll be talking about healing from toxic family. I'll talk about my story and what my family has done to me. I will talk about dating as a healed woman. That's crazy, because you're having to learn how to like talk to these people in a whole different way. You cannot let these men take advantage of you, and they do. They try. Like, you give them an inch, they will take a mile. So I'm going to give some affirmations and some mantras that you guys could say to yourself, like before you date, if that's your season. But I'll be sharing some of my affirmations that I use for that. There will be a lot of story time episodes, which I'm excited about. Down the road, there will be guest interviews eventually, and coaching tools. I am actually currently in a program to become a coach, and I am a coach, so I will be starting to coach people and help them get through some life trauma that they've been through, like breakthrough, get through a breakthrough. I want to help other people transform their lives, help other people break free from the restraint in their mind that says that they can't do this alone, because they can. Or even healing from a broken heart, because we are all brokenhearted from just the trauma that we've been through. If you guys are interested, I can do weekly healing challenges, so let me know. And this will be transformational. Just coming on to this podcast, coming on every week, listening to it, you know, chiming in, commenting, liking, sharing. It's going to be transformational for you, 100%. There's going to be a lot of transparency on this podcast, and it's going to be therapeutic and also empowering. You are not alone. We are not alone, and we are rising. So let's rise together. So if you are a black sheep or you're a supporter of a black sheep, subscribe to this, okay? If you've ever survived something that should have destroyed you, this podcast is for you. So follow, share, and leave me a message of your story. I want to hear it. I am Dion, and this is just the beginning. I'll see you in my next episode.